Makeup artist YSL here. I gotta be honest with you, I returned the NARS Sheer Glow. And why I returned it was because it was separating on my nose and it was feeling very dry on my skin even after I moisturized. It's been a while since I've makeup hunted for a foundation. So I went into Sephora really quick. I wanted to return the foundation and find a new one, but I only had about 15 minutes to do this. So I quickly looked through the aisles and swatched a lot of the foundations, and I came to find many of the foundations in Sephora are very dry, and that was just on my hand. So in working with a lot of different products, I can kind of feel for the consistency that I'm looking for in a foundation. I only had 15 minutes, whatever. I was really shocked that everything was super dry, especially when I need a hydrating foundation. So anyway, I was on a mission. I was going to do my job, come back to Sephora, and just spend an hour there. So my friend Greg texts me and he says, when are you going to Sephora again? I want to look for a foundation with you. I'm like, I'm going tonight. We're gonna do this. So we met up at Sephora and it was an hour till close, so we were really on a mission. So what we did is we just started from the front and made our way forward, and I tried on every single foundation in Sephora. So let me backtrack and say I'm on a mission for something specific. So specifically what I wanted for my everyday foundation to find a new one was something that was hydrating, something that looked moisturizing, something that still looked like skin, something that was lightweight on the skin so it didn't feel heavy throughout the day, and then something that was natural coverage that I could make a full coverage. So after trying on every single foundation in Sephora, I narrowed it down to two that I really loved for myself for what I was looking for. Runner up, Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Didn't buy it, but that is definitely the next one I'm gonna try. But the one that won my heart and the one that I purchased and exchanged the NARS Sheer Glow for was Yves Saint Laurent YSL. Did I pronounce that correct? Radiance Awakening Foundation. And the main ingredient in here is sunscreen, and I know people get freaked out when sunscreen is in a foundation because, oh my god, it flashes back. Honestly, with the amount of like colored powders I put over top, I don't think I would have a flashback problem, but we'll see. So this is the foundation in the shade B10 Porcelain, which is the lightest shade. And honestly, I tried this on in the store, and then I tried the next one down, which was a little bit more yellow, which I usually go for. And this is actually surprisingly a nice neutral color. I didn't notice it getting too pinky or too yellow. It was a nice like in between, and this is their lightest shade. So unfortunately, if you're lighter than me, you're going to have to mix in white or a lighter foundation to get your shade, but not impossible. Especially if you are lighter than me, I always recommend buying a white stick foundation or just like a cheap white-ish foundation, because if you have trouble finding your shade, you can always make it. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. If you're that much lighter, you just mix in white. What I liked about this in the store was the finish it gave me specifically, because it has a radiant finish. Too Faced Born This Way had a semi-radiant finish, but it was a little bit less radiant when I had them side by side, because when it came down to it, I put one on one side and one on the other, and whichever one I felt covered more won. I have a bit of redness on my cheeks. I don't know if this light is showcasing it well or if it's dimming it out, but that is the main problem that I want the foundation to cover, or specifically like right here. So when I had both foundations on, I could still see my redness coming through with the Born This Way foundation. So nothing concealer can't cover, but I wanted to see what could cover like a lot. Another side note is I always apply foundation with a brush like this, a very dense, nope, don't do it. A really like dense kabuki foundation brush. But for this one, I tried this brush and I noticed it sucks up product this way. And I've also tried a beauty blender. So the beauty blender as well sucks up the product. So the best one that I found to put the foundation on with is this Makeup Forever foundation brush. Just anything flat, any type of flat synthetic brush is going to do the trick. And we're going to apply it right now so we can see what it looks like. I'm just going to turn my brightness down a smidge. Let's see. Okay, so I've turned the brightness down a smidge so you can kind of see more discoloration. We're just going to apply the foundation. I'm just going to take one pump on the brush. So one full pump. And we're just going to apply it, and I'm going to show you how it covers. So it's very sheer in consistency, but I feel like it's so sheer, but it covers that redness right up. I'm gonna bring that to the forehead. And again, I like this brush because it evenly distributes everything really well. So you could just see the radiance that it gives. And if you ever have streaks with your brushes, just pat it right in. That'll get right rid of them. Okay, so that was just one pump. Now I'm going to just do a pump to do my neck and any other areas that I missed or that I feel like need more coverage. I'm just gonna do a little half of a pump. So I want to put the foundation under my eyes too, to just show you how it covers dark circles by itself without concealer. A little bit on the eyelid too. Okay, I'm just gonna go onto my mirror to make sure I have no more streaks. This is the result. Now, I'm obsessed with the finish of this. Like, I like that it still looks like skin. And I'm gonna go by the window too, so we could see. So this is it in window lighting. Overall, I'm really pleased with the one that I picked. And again, in the store, I applied every foundation with my fingers rather than a brush. So there may be some foundations in the store that I would have liked, but just with the initial application, I felt like right away what it was gonna be. Like, this product retails for $58 at Sephora, so I paid, I think, like a $20 difference. So $58, it is a splurge, trust me, I know. But if you're a makeup person, it doesn't really matter. If you're not looking to spend as much, I always recommend the Makeup Forever HD foundation. It's $20 less, it's really lightweight on the skin, and it covers, and it's really beautiful in person too. I personally was just on the hunt for something new, and I feel like this is my next best love. And it also feels very lightweight on the skin too. It just feels like I have a moisturizer on, which is exactly what I want, because I don't want my skin to be all dry and it's just not a good look. So next I'm just going to do the rest of my face makeup and show you what it looks like. That highlight though. So this is the finish. Well, no, it's not finished because it's still drying. This is the finish of my skin once the powder, contour, blush, highlight is all done. Hope you can get a visual of what it looks like. I'm going to film my eye makeup in my next video, which will be, or maybe it will be up before this, I don't really know, which will be unboxing the Too Faced Natural Palette. Give me your feedback in the comments. I want to know what you think. Do you like the way this looks? I personally do, so I'm going to keep it. But is this something that you would wear or try out? And let me know if you try it out for yourself. I love you, and I'm about to do my eye makeup in the next video.